Mississippi is going to decide tomorrow if a fertilized egg is a human being. It would make it the first state in the nation to define a fertilized egg as a person. This is obviously rooted at what? Outlawing abortion, outlawing even some types of birth control, and infertility methods that result in the loss of embryos. So the critics of the Mississippi measure are saying that this is basically going to represent huge government intrusion that would criminalize what is routine medical care, and it would endanger women's lives. And I have to agree, it will endanger many women's lives. And you know, Lewis, I hate abortion as much as anybody else. Mm-hmm. But I don't believe that we need government intrusion to decide for women whether it's something they should have access to in certain situations, as horrible as it is. And the idea that if you oppose this measure in Mississippi, you are somehow in favor of abortions is what we're going to hear. So be ready for it. But it's nonsense. I've never met anyone who's pro-abortion.
Right. And now this has already failed a couple times, right?
Well, a similar personhood amendment was proposed in Colorado. There were votes on it in 2008 and in 2010. They failed in both cases.
But that's Colorado.
That's Colorado. It's a different place than Mississippi. That's right. And Mississippi, we've seen a lot of trouble in Mississippi, right? License plates commemorating a KKK leader. Mississippi Judge Teresa Brown Dearman. These are all stories we've covered on the show in the last year. Suspended for requiring church attendance as a condition of bail. That makes sense. Hate crime caught on video. Mississippi teens hunting down a black man and killing him and not being completely condemned in the local media. And now what would essentially be the most radical anti-abortion measure in America being proposed. Is this a Mississippi problem? Is this a religion problem? What kind of a problem is this? Why are we seeing all of this in Mississippi?
I would say it's mostly a Mississippi problem, seeing as how the people who are being denied what is in this bill will be the ones suffering. Will it spread? I don't know. It's certainly not good for the surrounding states, and I don't know.
We certainly don't want any precedent being set by any of this stuff. Commemorating KKK leaders with license plates, requiring church attendance when you get bailed out, or passing what is an incredibly dangerous law that's going to endanger so many women. Because as we know, if abortions are more difficult to get, women don't choose not to get abortions. They choose to get unsafe abortions, maybe crossing state lines.
Mm-hmm. Do you expect this to pass?
I don't know. We'll know soon enough. I really hope not, but the reality is I'm not particularly optimistic based on what else we've seen out of Mississippi in the last year.
We'll see.
We will.